这个是美国传统基金会的亚洲部的主任 Walter Lohman。那他对于亚洲的这个情况，或者是说对于台湾的这个国际参与，以及 TPP 的这个参与有很多的这些研究。他不但是我的老朋友，也是台湾的老朋友。今天很荣幸他能够在这边他也愿意接受大家一些问题那我现在就请那个 Walter Lohman 先生来接受大家的问题。那大家是不是提出来各位的问题？
So do you think, Dr. Choi, how do you think Dr. Choi's speech, because it's like there's two reporters asking about the 92 consensus problem, and then the question about of what she stands, but it seems like she's avoiding. Do you think about it?
I don't think she avoided. I think she did address the issue in her speech. I mean, the problem is that there is no consensus in Taiwan on what the 92 consensus means. So for an academic conference, I could see that she would talk about it at some length. She understands it very well. But I think in this situation, I think she was wise to refer back to her speech, where she very carefully chose the words and very particularly chose and constructed what she had to say about that. That's most important.
But do you really want to listen to more details about what status quo?
Well, I mean, to me, what doesn't matter so much about 92 consensus, whatever kind of word she wants to use, for her to say that she wants to maintain the status quo across the straits, that says everything to me. And I don't think there's that much a difference the way we all understand what that means in the dictionary. Okay, so maybe we have slightly different things by what we mean by it, slightly different, but I think everyone understands what status quo means, and to hear her say that, to me, means more than whether she uses the words 92 consensus.
Can you do a little evaluation of Chairperson Tsai's speech today? How do you see her speech?
Well, I think she said all of the right things. I think mostly what people wanted to hear about were cross-straits relations. Because that is the element of the relationship that has the most potential to damage U.S.-Taiwan relations. So I think that's what everyone was waiting to hear, and I think she delivered well on that. She gave some confidence that she could handle it and that she was interested in maintaining the status quo, and she gave some indication that that wouldn't upset the relationship. I think it's also important that she talked about U.S.-Taiwan relations going forward. No question that the U.S. is Taiwan's most important friend in the world. It's really important that she talk about that when she comes here, and what the future holds in store for U.S.-Taiwan relations. So I was also very much reassured by that.
What do you think the U.S. government opinion about she's trying to present that Taiwan is a very good friend with the U.S. government, and then do you think the U.S. government really
I mean, you all probably understand that it's a bipartisan thing in Washington. Taiwan is universally respected and even loved by many people in Washington, more than any other place I think you find in the world. So, yeah, I think most people feel pretty good about U.S.-Taiwan relations generally.
So what do you think of this?
Actually, I'm not trying to get the definition of the status quo about how Tsai Ing-wen wants to present, but I do want to have your opinion about how she can do to maintain the status quo with China, because it's like China mainland and already present that you need to accept the 92 consensus and you can talk. But without this, and how can she make it?
Well, to me, the status quo is something real. It's not a matter of what kind of words you use. It's that she's not going to change Taiwan's current status as recognized in the world. She is not going to push for some sort of de jure recognition of Taiwan's independence. I think that's, from my definition, that's what status quo means. Yeah.
So you're meaning that you're saying that there's still a chance for dialogue between Taiwan and mainland China on the base that no 92 consensus?
Well, I mean, that's up to mainland China. I mean, you know, they shouldn't be dictating what the terms of debate are in Taiwan. She has to take the position she has to take for the Taiwanese people, and then let the Chinese decide whether they want to talk in that context. She's not running as Ma Ying-jeou's successor KMT candidate. She is from a different party. You know, I think we recognize that here in Washington, so we expect some kind of some kind of differences in the way that the two govern. But I think it's up to China whether they want to engage. And if they don't want to engage on the terms that the president of Taiwan wants them to engage with, that's their problem. You can still maintain the status quo, because I think the status quo is just maintaining, the current willingness to talk, the current agreements that have been signed, and not pushing for independence, that is, de jure independence.
So what's the significant message that Dr. Tsai Ing-wen is delivering to the U.S. or to mainland China today?
I think the main message she's delivering to Washington is, you can trust me. And I think most people could trust her.
And do you buy it?
I buy it. I bought it the last time too.